Hi everyone, this is Dan, and this is Blueberry One, Chihuahua Pearl, by Jean-Michel Charlier. I'm pretty certain I mispronounced this, and of course the very, very famous Jean-Giraud Moebius. This is from the, where are you? I'm pretty certain you're somewhere around here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it right here, but this is from the Marvel Epic line. And this is kind of a rarity. It's sometimes hard to find this graphic novels from Moebius. And mainly because this is a French comic. You can tell by the size format. A lot of European comics have this oversized sort of album look. That's kind of the style in Europe. And very, very famous comic book run by Moebius. And very interesting. So I did a video on Silver Surfer Parable by Stan Lee and Moebius. And I kind of was like so amazed by Moebius's art. I was like, I want to go find like one of his more traditional comics that he was kind of well known for. And I ran down Blueberry. And it's kind of interesting. So it is a story in the American West. It's a cowboy comic. And it's kind of interesting. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason, I've been kind of doing some research. The Europeans have a weird interest in the American West. I'm not sure why, but they do. So the story's about Lieutenant Blueberry, a very lazy and, and somewhat, non-traditional lieutenant. And in this case, he runs into a Mexican patrol that goes over the U.S. border. He's stationed in Arizona, by the way, and he wards off the Mexican patrol back across the border while he chases after the guy that they were chasing. And after kind of a crazy chase, he finds out the issue. He has a letter written to the president. So he takes this back to his commander, and that commander sends him off on a mission. In the meantime, a agent from Washington comes looking for him, finds him in a jail, and then this is kind of where we get a lot of the personality of Blueberry. So he got into a fight with a lot of guys at the bar, and that's why he got thrown in jail. And one thing I will kind of like just note is the art is fantastic, or at least I should say the style is just really unique. I'm not really in love with Moebius's colors. They're just they're kind of I don't know. I guess the mood is really nice, but I just feel like the color should be. I guess I would love to see someone recolor this, but it's fine. It definitely gets you that feeling of a Western, and definitely of an older comic. So the agent from Washington busts him out of the jail, and then you get an interesting side story, and that is this agent is actually a general, and he's giving Blueberry a mission, and the mission is to find $500,000 in Confederate gold that is lost across the border in Mexico. Yeah, if you're getting the feeling of like spaghetti western, yeah, I was too when I was reading it. And honestly, since I love spaghetti western, it was actually a really entertaining read to go through this. It's also kind of fascinating how much detail and I guess almost I don't know necessarily if it's historically accurate, but just effort put in by the writer and Moebius to really capture the American West. I mean, obviously, all of this is originally in French, right? So I think it would be like really fascinating to kind of understand, like, if you were like a French youth, like you really want to read about cowboys. I thought that was kind of, that was kind of going in the back of my mind when I was reading this, but it's a really, really good story and highly recommend it. So they send him off on a mission. He grabs two of his buddies, McClure and Red, and heads down to the Mexican border to go find a Confederate living down there. And we get a lot of like crazy adventures. He runs into many different groups, also find out about the gold and start chasing after him. In addition to the Mexican federales that are after him as well. And all in all, so he goes over to a bar in Mexico called Casa Rojo, And there he meets the Chihuahua Pearl, who is basically an American girl down in Mexico. In this case, a Southern girl, most likely ex-Confederate, right? There's a lot of mention of ex-Confederates and the Civil War and that sort of stuff, and it's really intriguing to read it from, I guess, a French perspective, right? Like, I feel like the French author here actually gives it a very even-handed view of the whole history here, a lot more than I would say like a modern-day writer would. So really interesting. So he finds out that she's the one he's got to go talk to, and you get a lot of intrigue and everything. Yeah, dude, Moebius draws women really, really pretty. There's a couple images in here. I'm gonna skip ahead, and turns out it ends up becoming a prison bust sort of gig. And I'm not going to ruin the plot too much because this book is really good. And I almost wish that Marvel would reprint this stuff because it's really, really, it's just freaking cool. I kind of really like it a lot. But let me show you some of the art. Since this is a Moebius book, you kind of have to, yeah, this kind of stuff is like, it's cartoony, but it's good. Like, I don't know what the right way to say it, but let me go find a good spot. Yeah, dude. Like, when he draws, like, a woman with detail, like, man, look at the emotion on her eye. Like, that's the look of just, yeah, man, dangerous femme fatale. It's really, really nice. Yeah, so he turns out, and after some fun intrigue that literally could be like something out of Red Dead Redemption, kind of dates me as being kind of young for this kind of story, he busts him out, and they end up on a little bit of a cliffhanger as some other Confederates hold the guy that he captured hostage, and they go out with him to go find the gold, and you get a bit of a cliffhanger for the next graphic novel. But yeah, this book, I wanted to do this because European comics aren't really commented on much on YouTube or BitChute or really anything. And I was really impressed by Silver Surfer Parable, and I kind of wanted to, like, well, let's go find something that actually was translated in originally French and then see how it was. And I was impressed. This was, even though it's a cowboy story, and I guess if you're not into cowboys, then obviously this isn't going to be for you. But if you are or can enjoy a Western, I highly recommend this. It's really, really good. I was surprised at how good it was. But anyhow, let me know what you think. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. If you have any comment on Moebius or Blueberry or really any European comics, right, since this is, I can barely fit it in the video screen because it's so huge, leave it down below, and I will see you next time.